Hello and welcome to the Borealis Experience. I'm your host Aurora, and I'm so very happy to be spending some time with you today. I hope you're doing well. I hope you feel safe and full of power. Zero self-doubt, zero obstacles in your way. That would be quite nice, right? Well, some of us have reached that point already and are thriving, and some of us are still figuring out what makes us tick, what makes us function very well, what feels like the real flow for us, what is our purpose, what are the people that we want to surround ourselves with. That is just such big questions that are so worth it to address, because if you become your best version, then you have to make sure that you know yourself best. The better you know yourself, the better decisions you're going to make in the future. And those decisions are not only going to impact you, but they're going to impact the whole world around you, your whole ecosystem that is around you, and that in turn will affect you right back. Today I want to talk about emotional toughness. The other day I heard that a coaching client, wanted to be and feel invincible to his emotions. He is sick and tired to be nervous, to feel like a wreck, to be uncertain, to have self-doubt. He just wants to be successful and not feel these feelings of anxiety anymore. He gets really frustrated and angry about this, and that, of course, doesn't make it better. Well, what can I recommend here when it comes to emotional toughness? The thing that I have learned is that if you learn to see your emotions as an ally more than an enemy, or if you don't want to see them as an ally but an opponent, so to say, then we can start a conversation about, okay, what are emotions? How come that emotions are running your life? Why are your emotions at the steering wheel? And why is it not your rational self? What can we do to eliminate these emotions, to have them gone once and for all? So the thing that I've learned is that the more you push back, the more you don't want certain emotions in your life, the stronger they're going to come back. It is a vicious cycle. You can't suppress strong emotions. It is how you learned to cope with situations. It is how you learn to react and respond in certain situations, or to life in general. What we can change is your attitude and your view on life, the way you see people, the thoughts that you have around life in general, the wounds that you can still heal from the past, because you might still cling to survival mechanisms that involve strong emotions. Strong emotions were there in the past for you to feel protected and safe. But maybe you're not exposed to intense threat anymore, or maybe you just want to address stressful situations, challenges, obstacles, opportunities with a new and fresh mind. And this is where coaching comes into play, because it is during your coaching sessions that you will uncover, reveal what is deep inside of you and what needs to come out in order to have healthy responses, in order to have a more detached approach to things. And the balance here, the art here, is to not become too detached and to have everything in your life not, touching you anymore. Because that would mean that your heart is closed, you got thick walls around you, and you would have a very, very hard time to connect with people, because you need to be emotional and emotionally flexible. You need to have empathy with people. So all those feelings are good. They make you connect with people. But I get it when it is just too much. When the cat down the road passed away, and after 3 weeks, you're still sad because of this. Not to diminish our relationship to our dear pets and animals in general, but maybe you're getting my point here. There is situations where we deeply want to grieve, where we just have to go through the pain and be patient with ourselves and sit with it and not wanting it to go away. But let's take public speaking, for instance. I totally get it that after a while of trying to publicly speak in front of people and you still get nervous, you still get the jitters, you're just getting exhausted and tired and frustrated with yourself. You just want to be confident once and for all, and you want people to see you for the person you are. Well, the thing is that with coaching, we will change the way you approach public speaking, for instance, or if you have any other fear or any other situation in your life where you become very emotional. It can be anger, it can be anxiety, nervousness, whatever it is. We will go behind the scenes and find out what are the thoughts that trigger these emotions, because I'm a strong believer, and I've done that work on myself, and I'm still doing that I observe my thoughts that trigger these strong emotions. I observe my beliefs that I have that trigger these strong emotions. And then what I do is I question them. Really? Are you really nervous because you want to please everybody, every single person out of the 10,000 people that are listening to you? Well, darling, this is never going to be the case. There will always be people who don't agree with you, who don't want to listen to what you have to say, and you gotta suck it up. You gotta toughen up in that area that you want to please and feel adored by everybody, because that is not the case. What I want to encourage you to do when it is about public speaking is that you, when you train, every 10 seconds, every minute, once you trained for a little while, that you remind yourself from the inside out, what is your mission and your vision here? What is it that you're coming here to do and to talk about? Is it to be famous? Is it to draw attention to you? Or is it to serve people, to help people out, to educate people, to inspire and motivate and empower people? See, those are two very different things. And if I can get behind your motive, your intention, and talk with you about it, then we can slowly boil the emotions down. Because, sweetheart, if you have the right intentions, then there is nothing to be nervous about. And then people will embrace and listen to you, and there will still be some people that are not willing to listen to you. And that is okay. We're going to learn to be more okay with not seeking out approval, with not needing approval from other people, when you know exactly what your mission is and your intentions are to serve people. So when it comes to other situations, when it comes to talking to a date, talking to the opposite sex, talking to people at your workplace, we can also get behind these strong emotions, these strong feelings of nervousness, and find out what are the thoughts that are triggering your machine, and how can we tell your subconscious that you are safe today, that you have the tools that you need in order to function well, just like you want it. You are resourceful, you are full of ideas and inspiration, and people feel drawn to you, and you can let go of that nervousness that used to protect you, maybe. We don't know. We would find out in a couple conversations. So, emotional toughness is such an incredible, juicy, and good topic to talk about, because it is not about suffocating and punishing the feelings that come up, but to deeply make sense of them, to put them all out on the lawn or on the table and weed through them and see what is valid of or worthy of our attention, what can we drop, and how can we help you to move on more empowered. How can we befriend you with your emotions so that you can use your emotions to your advantage, so that they don't hold you back anymore and cripple you, where you can maybe even speak out about the emotions that you feel. You know, when you are in a conversation and all of a sudden a person makes you nervous or you get angry, then you can tell them, hey, this actually hurts me when you say this. I don't know why, but this is how I feel right now. And maybe we can work through this. Or, ooh, I'm getting really nervous here. Maybe it is because I want to, be the best version of myself. And I feel that you are an awesome person and I don't want to disappoint you. You know how absolutely sexy and beautiful it is when a person can be open about how they feel, because trust me, that other person feels your nervousness, feels your frustration. People feel that you're suppressing something. And if you can be open about it, you take that energy, that pressure outside of you, you put it on the table in between you and the audience or you and the other person, and then you can deal with it. And it dissolves most of the time. That's the beautiful thing about emotions. As soon as you express them authentically, honestly, not lying to yourself and others, you can see wonders unfold and know that your emotions are good and healthy and they make you you. But if you are still for some reason struggling with, some past issues, if you have beliefs that are not serving you and keeping you small, then address it. And it doesn't have to be me. It can be any coach out there that you come across. But I want you to engage in that journey if you keep being frustrated about the strong emotions that you have. All right, I'm leaving you on this note. I'm sending my love out to you. Thank you so much for being here. I feel so honored to connecting with you and to be serving you. I deeply care about you and your mental health. I want you to be your best version. I want you to know yourself and then make the decisions that make you happy. Set the boundaries that make you feel great, and love the people, have the people close that inspire you and make you feel good and all that jazz. All right, lots of love. Until next time.